If you clicked on this video, do yourself a favor and make a sandwich before you get hungry. Off the recommendation of someone in my comments, I checked out this little manga called Dungeon Meshi, and it was genuinely great. It was a wholesome, lighthearted comedy about a group of adventurers who journey through a dungeon in order to save the guild leader, Laios' sister. And normally in the situation where a dragon grabs your sister, you would normally form an entire rescue party and make preparations to take on the dungeon. But for this party of broke adventurers who have neither the luxury of money or time, they just have to suck it up and go. So, with only a shoddy book to guide them, they descend the dungeon looking for anything edible that may have the misfortune of crossing these hangry adventurers' paths. And surprisingly, everything seems to be going just great. They find a scorpion monster and a mushroom monster that's just perfect for a little hot pot. But when it comes time for them to cook it, they kinda realize they're screwed. About the scorpion, are you sure that thing's not poisonous?
Nah, it's not poisonous, don't worry about it.
Oh god, dear god, help, please.
With just one meal, they're already throwing up like they had one too many drinks the night before. So, with no way of getting food, they're clearly screwed. But just when they need it most, a mysterious figure appears ready to take charge and turn this dish from an inedible disaster to a perfect masterclass Michelin star meal. And I'm glad they let him cook, because I've never had a moment in my life where I've looked at a monster and thought to myself, damn, that shit looked tasty. Unless vampires count. Damn, that shit looked tasty. But for real though, why does it actually look bussin'? This anime has genuinely made me wonder how monsters would taste, and now I kinda wanna try eating a scorpion. Like, fuck, is it just meat? Like, look, I enjoy food, but I'm not a fat ass, come on.
Actually, the proper term is rotund individual.
Actually, you know what? I know exactly what it is. It's because Dungeon Meshi actually goes deeper than you would expect into details that would otherwise seem pointless. Whether that's how to prepare a mushroom monster or giving us an entire lesson on slime biology. Most anime and RPG games just describe slimes as literal sentient balls of, well, slime. Meanwhile in Dungeon Meshi, they got brains, lungs, feet, stomach, even a damn pooper. And to perfectly match the delicious looking food, the characters have some crazy expressive expressions. It really helps with the immersion. Makes it feel like you can just about taste the food. The show is actually great, really. It's the perfect lighthearted comedy to kick back, relax, and watch with a little snack. Though then again, it might only be great for entertainment because I'm about to gain so much weight watching this anime. Okay, enough talk about gaining weight. Let's just talk about how well refined this anime is. The characters are great, they're fairly funny, they play off each other well, and they all have their little routine. It's refined in a way that is distinctive. It's dissimilar to a lot of other heavy shows in the way it builds its characters, but it's not shallow or bland. This isn't the next free run, it's not going to top charts, it's not going to be anything insane, there's no deep characters, but at the same time, there are layers to the characters in an unorthodox way. The characters have this cool design, where none of them stand out and yet still each look unique. Even the side characters and the background characters follow the same concept. To give you an example, one of the main characters, Laos, looks like this. Almost laughably plain, but somehow he still feels instantly recognizable. In fact, he kinda reminds me of Onizuka from GTO or Reagan from Mob Psycho in his design, and yet Laios is Laios. He's a little ditzy when it comes to things outside of battling, but with his sword he's a leader through and through. And then on the other hand, we have Marcial, who's probably the most extravagantly fantasy-looking one of them all. And surprisingly, they kinda talk about it in the manga, but I won't get into spoilers. It's a level of depth I honestly didn't expect from a show that seems so chill. And it's these little touches that makes this whole show feel so refined. Using character designs to play into story, developing both characters and worlds in a meaningful way, it's just great. And the anime adaptation really captured that essence beautifully with the soundtracks and the animation. But I mean, what did you expect? It's Studio Trigger. The art has this cool kind of cartoony, picture book-esque vibe to it, and it really fits the story well. It's this perfect aesthetic for Dungeon Meshi that goes along perfectly with the combination of these detailed-ass looking dishes. So if you're into food and anime, definitely go taste test Dungeon Meshi for yourself. This is a chill story about people, food, and fun. So far, it's definitely one of my favorite anime coming out this season. So if you agree, let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. Peace.
うまい